Guys, good morning. This is Kimberly with AskSpot, and this is our AskSpot office hours live help sessions. So this is the place where you can ask quick questions regarding AskSpot and get live help. And for today's live help session topic, we'll be building a franchise opportunity chatbot. So we will just be focusing today on building a very practical chatbot that can help franchise business owners. So I will create one live based on a franchise website that I've found that doesn't have a chatbot yet. And if you have any questions while I am building this, feel free to leave it on the chat or feel free to unmute your mic. These are still live health sessions designed to answer any of the questions that you may have regarding ASPOT. So let me just go ahead and take a look at, let me just set up here on my end. Okay, I see we have Caroline. Good morning. Nice to see you here. We have Dwayne. Great to see you here, Dwayne. Eric is here. Oh, we didn't see you last week, Eric. We have Greg and we have Joe. Good morning, guys. I really appreciate you guys for joining. And I hope we all learned something today. So let me just go ahead and give you guys a quick look of the chatbot that I am trying to build right now so that you guys also have an idea of what we're building right now. So as you can see here, this will be our end product. So basically, this franchise chatbot that I built is based on this business website. So their website's not really super helpful. It's not super what they call this. You don't get all the information that you need in one place. So as you can see, their chatbot is also just a Facebook Messenger. So it just redirects you to their Facebook page. So they're asking you to send them a chat on their Facebook page to be able to ask questions regarding their franchising details. And also, they don't really have like phone number available in here. So it's not super easy to contact them regarding franchising details. And mind you that this brand right here, I think they have 1,000 locations here in the Philippines, and then they also have locations internationally, but they did not invest on a chatbot that could help them answer the same questions again and again. You know, what's the initial fee? Do you provide training? Can I open one on my city? So that's where our franchise opportunity chatbot comes in. So that's the reason for building this. So think of it as their development rep or sales rep. It's available 24/7 to answer FAQs instantly. It can share key details from the franchise disclosure document. It can also guide potential franchises through the application process so they feel supported. So they don't feel like, oh, I'm at a loss. I don't know where to start. What kind of documents do I need to start franchising or something like that. So it handles everything from investment costs to training and support while keeping the conversation professional and approachable. So I will show you guys how I build this chatbot. I'll do this from scratch. Okay, so I have the website already in here. So you can create a chatbot just by having their website, just by knowing that they have a website set up without a chatbot. So we will build one from here based on this. And we also have this Potato Corner franchise disclosure agreement. So we will also be loading this document into the chatbot itself. So let me just go here. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I don't have audio. Um, can you guys hear me? Can you can everyone? Okay, awesome. Great. Thank you, Carolyn. Thanks, Eric. Okay. So let me just go here and create a new chatbot. Okay. And then let me just insert it inside the business. So I think I'll create a new folder, for example, just for this client. So let's just say these are for franchise business bots. Just wait on that. Our internet is quite slow. So click create it here, and then we will be using a chatbot. And the good thing with using a chatbot is that you can actually turn a chatbot into a canvas or a spotlight if you want. So you can create a spotlight or a canvas from a chatbot. So let's start with this. So let's just say um, the name of the business, franchise bot, okay. Chatbot type, question and answer, that's right. And create. Chatbot status is active already, so that's fine. To those of you who are still joining or have joined, we are building a franchise chatbot. And if you have any questions while I'm building this out, feel free to leave it in the comments, guys. So, okay, there you go. We've built the chatbot. So now we can start adding the sources first before we can see our chatbot. So like what I said earlier, I already have the website, I already have the franchise disclosure document. So these are the two sources that I'll need to power the chatbot. So let me just get this link, go to AskSpot and then select web page. So right there, enter the web page or sitemap URL, add source. Okay, next, let me just get this document and add it also. Anyone with the link can preview, that's fine. Now let me go to integrations and then Google Doc. So please ensure you're sharing your Google Sheets docs with this account, but it's fine if you've already entered the share with anyone URL. So you don't need to add this account anymore. Let me just save sources. There you go. So that's been processed. And as you can see right here, the chatbot already is available for testing because it already has some knowledge in it. And you'll see the characters increase as you go along and add new knowledge into the chatbot. The character count will increase. So let me just turn on the auto sync also for this too. This one helps us, especially when there's updates being made to the website or changes of information. It will then update every week to see if there's any new data from the website. Okay, there you go. And let's do it also for this document, just in case that we need to add more in here or edit anything in here, at least it's auto synced. So save that. Okay, so both on. If you don't have the on button for your sources, that means the type of source that you added is not a live product. So for example, it's not a live web page, it's not a Google Doc. It can be a static PDF, it can be a static file. So that's why you don't have an on or auto sync settings on your documents. So in that case, you'll only have this I button right here, which allows you to preview it. And also the add tag button, and also the delete one. Okay, so let me go here under my settings. So for this one, I think it's best to use the chatbot image for which is the logo of the business. So let's make it very specific to their business. So let me just add that. There you go. Just a fun fact where we're adding the images that this franchise right here, the Potato Corner, is one of the most famous franchises here in the Philippines. And whenever you're at the mall, you'll see people lining up just to buy their flavored fries. So that's why I thought of, oh, do they have a chatbot? Let me take a look at their website. And then I found that they don't have an AI chatbot yet. So that's why we're building this. Let's click upload. Okay, there you go. And next is badge layout square is just fine. And then for the name, let's just put franchise bought by Potato Corner. Um, ask me anything about franchise. Oh, oh, okay, let me just do this instead. So we have character limitations in there. As for our initial message, let's just say, welcome to Potato Corner's franchise assistant. Let me just remove this. So welcome to Potato Corner's franchise assistant. I'm here to answer all questions about becoming a franchisee from startup costs to training and support. So ready to begin? Ask me anything. Now let's save that. Okay. Just take a look here. All right. Now let me go to customization. Change this a little bit. I do like using the modern version. There you go. And save changes. What else? Let me take a look in here. Okay. Do you want to show branding in chatbot? Yep. Do you want to allow user to send messages? Yes. When you allow this to be able to send text messages, what we mean by this is to be able to send chats to the chatbot. And do you want to show box shadow? That's fine. This is not needed for this. And then as for the theme of the chatbot, I like to align it with the color branding of the website. So what I'm going to do to build is build a custom theme for this chatbot. There you go. So this one's for Potato Corner Franchise Spot, something like that. And then the primary background color, I think I can get that from the colors here on their website. So let me just select color picker for Chrome. Pick a color, and then I'm just going to pick this main color that they have on their website. I'm going to copy that. And then paste that right here. So that's an easier way to align with their branding. And then header message background color. Let's change that to, just get my color picker again. Why don't I pin that? So pick color. And then let's use this one. Okay, there you go. Now, okay, awesome. Powered by background color. Let's change that also. Pick color, and then maybe the color of this spot right here, or of this icon right here. Okay, there you go. And paste that right there. Okay. Powered by text color, let's do white. There you go. All right. So I think that's a little bit better. Now let's click create. Oh, sorry, I have to select it. So let's select that. Okay, there you go. So you see that pull up right here. And let's save changes. There you go. So that's how it looks like right now. I think we'll use the AI nav for this. So that's just the difference between the widget and the AI nav. It's just a difference in the UI or the way it looks like. So this one's a widget like this on the bottom right corner of the website. And then this one's a long kind of like a search bar thing on the bottom right part of the website. There you go. Now let's save changes. Okay, next, the most important one is to make sure that we have our system prompt correct based on what we want the chatbot to help with, or what we want the chatbot to achieve. Whenever I'm doing onboardings, I always emphasize how important it is to add your system prompt based on the goals of the chatbot. So we do have a prompt generator in here. If you're having trouble thinking of prompts to use for your chatbot, you have the prompt generator in here, and then you can store those also in the library, so you can just reuse them. So let me just show you guys this prompt that I'm using right now. There you go. So a long one. Let me just with that. Okay, there you go. You are the Potato Corner Franchise Opportunity Chatbot, and then your knowledge is based on the document that we added. And then we are also giving the chatbot this link. So basically, this link is their application form. I got this from their website right here. So this redirects them to the form if they are ready to submit an application. So here's also a few guidelines that I added that you always have to stay within the franchise related topics. Do not give legal or financial advice beyond what's in the knowledge base. There you go. And then if unsure or question is outside scope, respond with that's outside my scope. So I like to add limitations when it comes to prompting the AI bots. I mean, I think one user asked on one of my live help sessions, what if the user asked the chatbot, what is the color of the sky, what is the color of my eyes, something like that. So how will the chatbot respond to that? So we're not really sure. It really depends on the AI that you are using, on how they handle questions like that. So it is best to add limitations so that the chatbot can better handle those questions correctly. So make sure to also add limitations to your bot. And next, let's see here, choose AI platform. We're good with OpenAI. For this, let's use 4.0. And then these are AI tools. If you want to connect AI tools to your chatbot, that's also possible, but I don't think it is, what do you call this? It is relevant right now for the goals that we're doing, or for the use case that we're doing. Accuracy and creativity balance. So for this, I think I would like this to be focused, because we are stating facts, we are stating information from the chatbot. So we want to make sure it is focused and it doesn't hallucinate or anything, or it doesn't give too versatile of a response. So let's make sure we select that. Next, flow setting. Not really, we don't need that right now. And then controls. Okay, so over here, there's a rate limit that you can add to your bots. So you can allow unlimited messages, or you can limit messages to maybe 5 per minute if you want. I think 5 is already a lot per minute. So I think this is fine. Delay reply in seconds. Let's do 2 seconds. I think, that's just more human-like. It doesn't turn on auto scroll after bot replies. Yes, save changes on that. Visibility controls, only show in or do not show in. I think this is fine. Oh, only show in. Let's do this one, since this is mainly about franchising. And so I want the chatbot to only show in this part of the page. So let's let's save changes in there. Okay. Now, as for the channels, let's add a few channels in here. So first is the submit your application channel. So we will put that right here on the welcome message, so that it's easily seen by the user. We'll use URL for that. URL channel, and put it right here and create. Let me just toggle that off so that it doesn't show up 2 times within the chatbot. Okay, now let me go here to general, select channels, submit your application here. Let me just do that again. Submit your application here and save changes. Now you'll see that on this initial welcome message right here. And if I click on it, I'll be redirected to their page. There you go. So there's the application form. Next, let's add a few more channels. Make sure we have everything here. Okay. Oh, let me just try this. Okay, FAQs, nope, packages, not, okay, there you go. We don't need anything from there, so let's go to requirements. Okay. Okay, let's do this. So we will be adding download letter of intent. Then here, and then copy that, paste that right here, create. Now let me go back, get application form. Get application form here. There we go. There you go. Next, let's take a look. Download market study and site analysis. Get market study form here. Wonder if we can add an analysis. Okay, we can add that and create. Awesome. Save changes. Now you'll see that right here. So if they click on it, they'll be redirected to this site right here. Okay, so we've added a few channels. One thing that you can also do is trigger a form. When a user asks the chatbot, you can trigger a form to pop up and collect their information. So, some users don't really go through with the process and submit their application, but at least you got their contact details. So if you're doing marketing, at least you have a list of warm leads already. So let me do that here in the lead form. Franchise info and opt-in in chat, I think is best. Oh, how about open? Yeah, I think that's good. Let's click create. Okay, so over here on our, I think we will be adding an cover image also. I think that's relevant. So potato corner logo. We just, okay, let's add this. So again, we're making it very specific to the business. Click here to add image. Add that. Valid file type. Please select. Okay, I think we need one in this format, or 1 second. Let me try a different one. Let's try this one. There you go. Upload. Okay, let's try that again. Upload. There you go. Okay, we got that. Okay, it's cut off, so how about just this area? It doesn't look very good, but let's add it for now. Upload, okay. Oh, okay, so it's transparent. Now, as for the headline, fill out the details below to get more info on franchising. And do this right here, since it allows us to add more characters, and then we'll just ask for their name. Name and, sorry, let me just, right there. And phone. Phone right there, save. Oh, 1 second. Okay, that's good. Name is text, okay. And let's change this button to similar to the website. So again, I'll use my color picker right here, copy that, and then use it here. Okay. Let's change the text also. So use the color picker, and how about this one? There you go. Oh, do you think that looks good, guys? I don't think so. Let's change that. Pick color again. Okay, I think that's better. To now save changes. All right. Where's our image? Let's see. Oh, okay. I think we're having bugs there. 1 second. And try that again. Okay, save changes. Need to get that investigated. Okay, for some reason that's doing that. So let me just hide this and go back. Okay. So we encountered a bug, so it's a good thing that we're doing this. Phone. There you go. Has anyone else encountered that, guys? Have you been having issues like that? Let me refresh. Okay, so that worked. Uh, now let me go back to the chatbot that I was building, and let's add this form right here. Okay, now let's go to channels, add channel, and then let's add the form. So election form and request franchise info. So it's this one that we created. Next, we will set this as a primary. So automatically open the form right after opening the chatbot? No. Right after sending the first message from the chatbot? I don't think so. Let's do after sending number of messages. So after they send 3 messages to the chatbot, I want this form to pop up and collect their information. The reason for this thinking why 3 is that if they ask 3 questions already to the chatbot, that means they're really interested. So this form will push out and collect their information. So hide button from channel list, yep, and create. There you go. Let's take a look here. Okay, so it's not showing up on this area anymore. So it is hidden from their view and it will pop up after 3 messages has been sent. So now let's test this chatbot. We will do that by going here on share, and then you can do just a tip right here. You can do a demo of this chatbot. Depending on the website permissions, you can do an iframe overlay of this chatbot right here and see it live on their website. So I don't think, let me check right here if it's going to work for this website. Create link, view demo. Okay, so it did not let us do that on their website. So that's fine. It works sometimes it doesn't, depending on the security of the website. So now let's open this up and do a test. Okay, so I think first question, let's ask it, how do I start franchising? Okay, submit a requirement. Okay, initial interview. If you're ready to begin, you can start by filling out the application form here. I think let's also ask how much does it cost to open a franchise? There you go. Okay, there you go. So it provided us with numbers and it also mentioned that everything is VAT inclusive. So there it is. That's the end product or the live chatbot that we created for Potato Corner, which is a franchise business. So if you have any questions, I'm now opening the floor for any questions regarding this chatbot, or if you've got anything at all regarding the products that you're building right now or anything that you're working on right now. Think we're good, right, guys? Oh, there's a Eric said there is a lot to this tool. It's all coming together. Good session. I assume you will either be able to send a link to it, you're going to post it. If the first, yep, for sure, Eric. I will do that. I will be posting it on the group, on the school group. There are a few things I want to review. Okay, sure. All right. I think that's it. This one, I think, do we still have, oh, Caroline? I'll touch base with you within the day, okay, regarding that that process that we're building. So yeah, anyone else need any help? Just let me know. You know where to find. Oh, go ahead, Caroline.
Question. So the form that you built,
Yeah,
was that in Teleform?
that's the lead form right here.
Lead form. Okay. All right.
Mhm. That's right.
All right. But
Mhm.
you could put in an IntelliForm or a lead form or any of the other tools or Is that true?
The lead forms is the type of form that you can connect to a chatbot, or to a spotlight. So you can integrate it to the chatbot. But for the Intel form, there is no means right now to kind of like integrate an Intel form within a chatbot unless you add it as a URL right here, like what we did for
Oh, okay.
the PDFs. We just added a link to that. So if they click on it, they'll be redirected to that IntelliForm. So that's the only way right now. Oh, it's asking me to submit the form. So that's the only way right now to add an IntelliForm.
Okay. And you also mentioned that you could finish a chatbot with a spotlight or something else.
Yeah, you can create. Well, let me show you right here. So this
Spotlight,
chatbot
what does
right
that
here,
all look like?
if you can create a spotlight based on that chatbot. So let me just click here. Create from existing chatbot, toggle that on. It will ask you to select the chatbot. There you go. So that's the bot you're trying to create. Name cannot be more than 30 characters. So let me just remove this in that case. Click create. So now the spotlight will be created based on that. I think it will take
Oh,
the sources that you added. It will take let me take a look at here. The profile, you still need to add the profile. It will take the chat section. It will already brand that. Let's take a look at AI config. It will also add the system prompt right here from the chatbot. Oh, save. Now let's take a look at channel. So it also added our channel.
oh, cool. So what does it look like?
Let me take a look at that code and let's do a preview actually. Oh, okay. So you still need to add your profile section in that case. But it already got the branding that we added, the name of the chatbot also. But you still need to kind of like change a few things in here.
Oh, okay, perfect. Sounds great. And then was there something else you can create from a chatbot
Yeah, you
bot
can create
besides a spotlight?
you can create a canvas from a chatbot. So let me just show you how that looks like right now. Okay, there you go. Create canvas. So create from existing chatbot, toggle that on. Select a chatbot, just like what we did earlier for the spotlight one, and click create. Okay, so that's loading. Okay, and let's take a look at how it looks like. So it also moved over similar things on these from the spotlight. So this is how it looks like on the canvas.
Uh-huh. So, I can understand how a spotlight from a chatbot might work.
Mhm.
Uh, what would be an example where you would want to create a canvas from a chatbot?
Yeah, actually, for the canvas, we built this specifically for it's kind of like an internal tool that you can use. You know how you build custom GPTs in ChatGPT for your productivity use, right? For your assistance. So it's kind of like an internal tool that you can build for yourself. So if we are building bots that are meant for maybe for productivity, for creatives, or for just mainly helping you from your day-to-day task. So that's when we use the canvas.
Okay. So it's not really meant for like, well, I guess it could be given to a business to help them with their productivity or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but I think for this use case, we don't really need the canvas, to be honest. We need the chatbot in this use case because we want to incorporate it to their public facing website so that the users can chat with it.
Right.
Mhm.
Right, and the, spotlight would be good though as well because then they could have a page on there,
Yeah, they can have a
a
landing page.
link on there, the
Mhm.
menu or whatever to go to that page.
Yep, that's right. Or they can also put that right here on their website. You can display the spotlight on this, let's just say a square right here, square part, as our AI section. They can add that right here. They can paste the spotlight for that. You can also embed it right here on the website.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay. I think there's a question for a complicated process. It is possible to have this forms questions linked to another bot to keep them all simple. Oh, okay. So which forms are you referring to? Sorry, let me just go back to my chatbot right here. Are you referring to the forms in here on the channels? Think if he or she is asking to have this form questions linked together to another bot to keep them all simple. Oh, okay. I think if you are referring to the lead collection form, so we are not linking it to another bot because we're just trying to collect like their data in here or their information in here so that we can do marketing or we can do follow-ups. We can, collect all of the leads collected by this form and have a process for them so that we can close the deal with them. And with lead collection forms also, or with lead forms also, you can even connect like an automation. You can set up a webhook that automatically collects all of those leads, add them to a Google Sheet, send them an email marketing from that automation, or maybe even send it to your sales team and have them take a look at the leads that was collected. So that's the entire purpose of that. Okay, any other questions, guys? Can you integrate a DocuSign type of form? Yes, if you have like a link to it, you can integrate it right here as a URL, just like what we did earlier for this forms right here. Channel. Okay, so as you can see here, these are the only channels that we have available. You can also add a phone channel so that if they click on it, they will be able to instantly call your phone number or the business phone number right here. So we've got a few things in there. Again,
So what does the Go High Level channel do?
I think for this one is meant for creating a live chat connection right there. So GHL chat channel connection. So I think for this one is if you want if you want to speak to a live human or to a live sales rep or representative, you can just paste the script right here from Go High Level. So I think that's the main use case of that actually. GHL chat
Okay,
channel.
so it would basically create a message in Go High Level.
I think it will show up right here and you'll be able to chat with the other person on Go High Level right here on this part of the screen. Like that's how it
Okay, so it's basically kind of a opening up another chat,
yeah, that's right.
Go High Level chat. Okay,
That's
thanks.
right. I think Dan is asking, is there a video channel so we could play a video intro or welcome? You can add a welcome video. We don't have a video channel right here, but you can add that here under settings. So if you go here to the initial message and then insert video, so you can only paste YouTube links, Loom links, or Vimeo. So if you have like a certain video that you want to add, you can upload it to Loom first. It's completely free to upload to Loom, to YouTube, and to Vimeo, and then you can paste the URL right here. And just to add to that, once that's been added, once you add a video, they can play it directly from the chatbot itself. They won't have to be redirected to that video, or they won't have to be redirected to YouTube to be able to play that. So that will pull up right here on this section and they can play it. Is there a limit on the size of a video, like on the audio? Oh, I haven't really tried that yet, actually. Let's try actually while we're here on the call. So YouTube, corner, something like that. Let's take a look at their um YouTube account. With that, uh, I got it set up. Okay, now let's try to add it. So mind you that this is a 12-minute video, I think. Yep. Okay, there you go. How to franchise with Data Corner. Save changes. There you go. So it looks like this. I think yeah, this is a 12-minute video. How about we try an hour video, let's try franchising. There you go. Let's find one that's a bit longer.
So when you get to the end of the video, does it show more YouTube options or does it just?
I think there's opportunities of potato corner. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
It did show relevant videos to that.
okay, thanks.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Let me try this 25-minute video and see how that looks like.
Enserada's data room brings order to transaction chaos.
Okay. Just make sure I'm copying the right one. Okay, and put that right here. Save changes. Okay, so it did work. I think there's no limit because it is hosted by YouTube and not AskSpot, so there's not really a limit to the size of the video. Can I make them automatically update to a new video if weekly if I have them set up properly? No, you cannot do that automatically. You will have to go in and add the new video manually. Okay. All right. Any other questions, guys? Okay, I think that's it for Tuesday. If you do have further questions on this, you know where to find me, guys. I'm on school. You can also send me an email to support@aspot.ai. I will be posting a recording of this. I know I'm too fast, so you guys need to slow down the video a little bit. So thank you guys for joining. I really, really appreciate you. And you have all a good Tuesday, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.